I feel like it's a very romantic activity, chess. Like, you guys don't really understand it.
Well, we are actually telepathic. What did you hear in your head?
Ow, you're squeezing my finger really hard and it hurt.
And you get angry, and then you, like, push aside the chess pieces and the brace of passion.
Do you think you have real autism? In the most loving way, endearing way ever. I did see the actual tism.
There's some pros to being with chess players, and there's some obvious cons to being
What
with
are
chess
the
players.
pros?
Could you be truly attracted to a man who is less intelligent than you? This is not a podcast, and today we're joined by our friend and new roommate, Jules.
Hello, my name is Jules.
Those were great, really natural. I prepared 3 topics for you today. The first one is chess and romance. The second one is roommates. And the third is autism. So Jules, you've had a nice chess player staying at our house this week. And I have seen you guys spend hours canoodling while you're studying and playing chess. Yet you say you guys haven't been on a single date. Then what is these shenanigans that have been going on in our home?
Yes, chess is the date, actually.
Is chess just always part of your love life?
I feel like it's a very romantic activity, chess. Like, you guys don't really understand it, but chess can be very sensual. You get it?
I get it.
You think chess is sensual?
Only if they're better than me.
Oh, that's so true.
Oh, but what if you're studying it together?
If
like
we're
they
close,
do?
it's also good.
Well, it's not about going head to head. What I actually really
it's so
admire.
about going head to head.
Okay, but what I admire in this canoodling in the kitchen is that they just both love chess so much that they're just watching hours of chess every single day.
Well, sometimes I see him playing, and Jules is just over his shoulder like a parrot watching.
It's
That's
just
true. But it's cute. You gotta, root
it is.
him on.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
But the real, like, sensual appeal comes from playing against them naturally. It's like, when they, like, beat you in, like, a dubious line, like, multiple times, and you get angry, and then you, like push aside the chess pieces and the brace of passion, you know?
Would you ever date, let's say you found the love of your life, but he's just forever a 1,000. Do you think it could still work?
I would rather him be not a chess player
Oh.
than be a 1,000. Is that bad? Chess players, there's some pros to being with chess players, and there's some obvious cons to being with
What are
chess
the
players.
pros that they help you
That they
with
can
prep?
play chess together, Andrea. We've been over
Yeah,
there.
true. It's sensual.
Okay,
right?
got it. You're right.
The cons are that they treat every single relationship or interaction like a chess game, and they overthink
That is true.
a lot.
But don't you like a practical man? Just says it as it is.
I think I need to be the autistic one in the relationship, if I'm being honest.
So I want everyone to close their eyes. I'm not bringing a spider. I promise.
closing my eyes.
Andrea, close your eyes. We don't have that long today. Okay. Everybody point to who you think is the messiest roommate in the house.
This is funny. Okay.
All right, everybody open your eyes. Keep pointing. Andrea, open your eyes.
Hey, am I that bad?
But
I keep it to my own spaces.
Don't worry, we're gonna redeem ourselves. Okay, everyone close your eyes.
Okay.
Everyone point at who you think is the best roommate. 3, 2, 1.
I think both of you guys are, so I couldn't point.
It's a cop out.
No, I really
Well,
genuinely
it's hard
love
because
both of you
there's-
guys.
You pointed at Alex?
Well, she's technically is the cleanest, and she is in her, like, if you were like, what is the objective qualities of a roommate?
Yeah, I guess.
on
Andrea was
time,
really
I mean-
saying this because she thought you would point
I
to
really
her.
thought it was gonna be
Well,
me.
she's fun in her other ways.
Well, I pointed at Jules and I was gonna redeem Jules, so because
No.
she taught me how to cook. So I was thinking an actual wholesome thing we could all do is set New Year's resolutions together as a house.
Go ahead. Why don't you start with your resolutions, Andrea? That's a fantastic idea. Fantastic.
I think it'd be good if we all had matching uniforms. Because imagine if all of us are always wearing button-ups or suits. We would all save a lot of time. It'd be good for branding.
Well,
And
I've been trying to increase the classiness of the household since when we were in the Envy house. And
it's been doing a good job. We're all wearing collared shirts now. And I think once the next step is we all pick one color and one theme. And there's one day of the week that we're all just matching for the activity of the day.
Well, we have talked about starting a cult.
Yeah, this could be
So it's
part
like
of the
step
cult. This
one.
is just a
Yeah.
small step to building something greater.
Like a cult.
Yeah, which that could also be your guys' New Year's resolution.
well, I would love if one of the tenets of the cult is to dress classy.
yeah. Okay.
Wait, but how am I supposed to dress classy when all I have are like the itty bitty like tank tops that Andrea's been giving me?
Andrea gave Jules a box of her old clothing, and it was when Andrea was going through her
Rave phase.
rave phase.
That's a good way to put it.
It was a rave phase.
So Jules just walks around the house in her
be
juicy
fair,
couture
there
sweatpants.
were better clothes in there, but she
And
just
they're
didn't
only
go
crop
through the
tops.
bottom of the box.
No, there was literal like pants that were disco pants that had hearts on them, and then like the sides are cut out from the hips.
So, well, those weren't supposed to be a gift to you. Those were supposed to go to Goodwill, but you just started grabbing everything, and it
They
was
look
too
like
late.
a slutty clown from hell.
those
I
were
need to
not
go
for
through my
you.
closet still. I'll get you some nice color
Also, I'm
shirts.
the only one donating.
I'm actually really
Why
into
don't you go
Jules
through your
donation
closet?
because I'm too tall.
I gave Jules my nice blouse. Why are you giving her your blouse?
I will, but I think this color up actually looks great on her.
I know.
Do I look
agree.
like a doctor? I feel a little bit like a
It's
doctor.
a nice blouse.
I feel like I trust her more now.
Yeah?
I agree. And this is
Am
why I
your
want all of
therapist?
us to wear uniforms. What are your ladies' resolutions for the house? Something that we could do together. Maybe a goal we could work on
Cry
together.
less.
Oh, nothing's wrong with crying.
I think we cry just the right amount. I don't think you cry that much.
It's been a rough month.
I think all the crying is pretty justifying. I would like a real resolution.
We could have more sleepovers.
I actually really liked Jules was rooming in my
Andrea's
room and
always
I really
busy,
enjoy.
though.
That's not true. When
No.
Jules comes in, I like getting ready for things together, and I actually, even though we all live in the same house, we don't do as much like bedroom hangouts because everyone has their own room, and I actually enjoy that. And I always invite you into my room and you don't usually come.
I think next time we should all have a date, and it should be all of us and all of our dates on the bed.
No, we don't need dates. It just
I think that'd be
us.
funny. Imagine you invite someone over for a date, and the hangout spot is just the bed.
Well, how about we start just the three of us without the dates?
That would be fantastic. And we did that once and then never again.
Yeah.
Andrea's in love now, so it's too late.
Well,
I mean, there's plenty of time for
we still
sleepover
have time for the ladies. I'm not the type of person to, prioritize my significant other over my loved ones around me.
Yeah, you will when you get there. I bet you will.
No, he seems like he'll come over just the right amount. Like both of us, any interests we have, they're distant. They are
Exactly.
far
Not
away.
me. I move in with my lover date too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that. I would still make time for the family.
And the sleepovers have been quite nice, except when they're not.
Well, I snored once.
No, she snores every single night. Not only does she snore
was
every
a week
single
of
night,
She
sleep
hits you when she
deprivation.
sleeps, right? 'Cause
Yes.
she moves around a lot.
and you'll
Or
be
cuddle.
sleeping, right? And
Yeah.
I was like trying to take up not a lot of space. I'm being polite, I'm on the edge of the bed. I wake up and she's like face to face with me, like right
Oh, she
here.
does this too. And
I've
then
done
when you
this my
push
entire
her, when you push
childhood.
her, she groans. She goes like, right? Have you tried moving?
Yeah,
her?
I tried to kick her a little bit when she was snoring to get her to stop.
Oh, the really funny thing is, if you go like, and you touch her lip, then she thinks she's eating in her dream, and then she starts to go.
Why do you do this? What was this?
Well, I learned this trick since you were a kid. It was very funny.
To be fair, I'm not conscious about any of this. So I have but I do remember, so we had a very hectic week. Our parents were visiting and we also had more guests. So Jules and I were sharing a bed for a couple days. And I did wake up cuddling her and I was just like, why am I cuddling Jules?
Why were
but
you
honestly,
cuddling me?
It was kind of nice. I don't know, just what I gravitated to in my sleep. But it was nice. I liked
Snoring and
having
cuddling.
sleepovers.
You never cuddle me. You just hit me.
Yeah, well, I'm probably too used to you. That probably comes next. The beating comes after the love.
it's fine. It
It's
was
like
like-
every good relationship.
With all the cuddling also came the like.
To be fair, I don't regularly snore. It was just when I sleep. I slept like 2 hours one of those days. So when I'm in deep sleep, it gets aggressive. But usually doesn't happen.
But it was still a lovely experience.
And you would come stay again.
Of course.
My favorite thing was when one morning I slept 2 hours. It was the next day I got to sleep in. And Jules wakes up. She's on European time. It's 7 a.m. She's like, good morning. I'm like, I'm going to sleep for another hour. She comes back another hour later. She's like, good morning. She's shining like the flashlight. I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill this woman.
It was a good day. It was
She
great.
woke
You were
up in a
missing
very
it.
good mood, but it was a very early morning. If you do that again, I will kill you. But otherwise than that, it was safe.
You should be an early riser. I'm just helping. What were you saying, my love?
My goal for this year is for us to go on our Eat, Pray, Love trip together.
Yeah. That would
And
be
it's-
nice.
To Italy?
Well, I think she started eating in Italy.
Who is she? Can you give context who this woman is?
So I actually have never seen the movie, but I asked ChatGPT about it, and I forgot who the main character was. But she basically had gotten out of a really tough divorce, and she was going through unsettling times. So she spent like several months of her life going on an adventure. The first one was eating in Italy, where she went, and it was all about enjoying the pleasures of the world. So eating, doing all these cultural things, etc. Next, she went to India, where she got really in touch with her spiritual side. And then the third place she went to, I forgot, but it was about combining the spiritual and the pleasures, and she also found love there. So I was just thinking it would be kind of cool if we together go on
Bali. I think it was
our
Bali.
little
Okay.
discovery.
Here's
I
my
think it was
thing.
Bali.
I think we just need to make plans to travel tomorrow. I don't think it needs some big branding of eat, pray, because that
No.
to me just sounds like a good trip that you've planned.
No, it has to be intentional. We're gonna
But
eat,
every
we're
travel
gonna
should
pray,
be
and we're
intentional.
gonna love.
But that's like more of a lifestyle. It's not like you have to
Why
be like
can't you
Italy
just
is
buy
for
in,
eat, pray.
Andrea?
I just think we should plan more trips together.
Yeah, but
and always have
we should
a
have
good expectation
I like the
for
idea
them.
of having themes around it.
I do too.
Themes are good, but
good
the
for
eat,
the
pray, love
morale.
should be
Andrea,
a theme
last
of
time
life.
we just went to Italy randomly.
That's
We
true,
had
we did
no
no
theme,
planning.
and you saw what happened.
I would love
What
for us to
happened?
actually plan our trips and plan our Italy. We planned
She
one
invited
sibling,
a lover to come,
and she invited a lover.
and he was kind of like, really nice, but also he treated her like his mother.
Wait, the guy was like 5-6 years older than me, but I felt like I was babysitting my little cousin.
How did he?
He just
treat you
wanted
like
her to
this?
play with his toes. Is
Okay,
that
that's
so
not
wrong?
a true story.
Wait.
That's not true.
Look me in the eyes and say it's not true.
Okay, Alex has taken this story to extremities. We were all swimming in the pool.
He was trying to take
and
you in
he
his
just
extremities too.
kept
you know what I
asking me
mean?
to hold his toes in the pool. I don't know why. I told you he was like babysitting my little cousin.
Was
He just
he
wanted
into
to
that?
play.
No, it's not. He didn't have a toe
You know,
kink. He
when
just
most,
was like
when
a
most guys
child.
bring a girl into the pool, it's like sexy and romantic. And he was like, Andrea, I'm drowning. Hold my toes. And I loved him for it. It was honestly really funny.
This is what happens when you find your suitors through Twitch. Like, what did you expect? you know?
Honestly, nothing better than that.
And then I learned, and I was like, okay, no more gamer boys. We need real men.
I don't know. I thought you
liked
guys
their
had something
toes.
special.
There
He
was-
was really nice.
Yeah, it was a special like babysitter and her child relationship.
Okay, so we were really good at picking love.
Exactly. So Alex and I planned a romantic sister vacation in Italy, the city of love. And we saw all these beautiful things, except we did no planning whatsoever. We had no hotel, nothing
That's
booked.
why we have to do
no
Eat, Pray,
idea what
Love.
we're doing. Yeah, but okay, my argument was I agree. We should plan trips. We should have themes. Uniform is part of the theme. But in general, in life, we should always approach it through an eat, pray, love. So why do we need a little gimmicky smick from a movie to have that? What are you doing? Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm putting that. Do you see what I live with?
Yeah, that was great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on her side. I thought that was funny.
This is my life. I don't want to do anything with you anymore. I'm not going. Alex is trying to convince me to go to India with her to a wedding for 4 days.
And she rejected it, and now I have to go by myself. One day, you're going to have a favor to ask me. And you know what I'm going to tell you?
I feel like I've done more
I'm
favors.
going to say, do you remember India? And then I'm going to fart in your face, and then I'm going to say no.
We can move on to my third topic, autism.
Right. This is a very normal topic to have on a podcast as well.
So Jules has pioneered a big niche for herself. She's
Oh my
actually
God.
the #1 user of this audio on Instagram. It's a specific song for the autism.
Oh, is it really?
No.
She told you said what was the song? What was the autism
It's
song?
it's like
Is it not like an
my
autism?
bro ain't neurotypical.
Typical, my bro got autism.
What does that sound like? How's that not like an autism
It's like
theme song?
a meme song. I have
About
not
autism.
pioneered
And
the
you're the
autism
#1
chess
user.
community. Well, yes, I am the #1 user.
Okay,
I
so
ratioed
everything
the
I
original
said
guy
was
on
true.
that
No,
one.
but I just get triggered by all this because none of us
I-
are pure autists.
This is what I was
That's
going to get
true.
to. This is what I was going to
like,
get to.
there's real autism and there's trendy autism.
This is exactly
And like,
where I'm
sure,
going.
on the spectrum of trendy autism, I have it, but real autism,
That's what I was going to get to. Well,
I don't.
which is why I was going to ask Jules, do you think, exactly, autism is so trendy, everyone's throwing it around now. Do you think you have real autism? because she actually told me about this and I thought it was really interesting. And then I started seeing it later. So I want your diagnosis first. In the most loving way, endearing way ever. I did see the actual autism and realize like this is the difference between what people make trendy autism and what is real autism.
What's the most autistic thing you've seen Jules do?
Yeah.
So one time we were in Trader Joe's and there's a man who Jules thought was a friend, Jack from Eric's crew, who saw a month ago, and she was 100% sure. So we walk in to go buy some spinach. She sees a man shopping for his groceries. She points and goes, "That man!" And the man is like terrified. And then I'm like, "Jules, don't shout at strangers in public." That man! That man! I know that man! I'm like, "Jules, please." And the man starts like running for his life. She's like, "I'm 100% it's Jack. It's our friend." I'm like, "Jules, it's not Jack, but even if it was, we don't shout, stop, and stare at strangers because you scare them." And not only did it wasn't our friend, but then we ran into him again in his vehicle, and Jules again started shouting and pointing. And I realized it's like a moment that like she totally doesn't like, you're not thinking about, what other people on the external going to see, because her thought process was just like, I see the man, I know him, I'm 100% sure there's no other way, and the social cues disappeared, but for which you're really socially aware 100% of the time, except for this one time in the spinach aisle in Trader Joe's.
Well, if it was that man, he would have appreciated me yelling at him, that man. So
Right,
I
but
don't
the
know if
probability that it wasn't the same man.
autism.
You just yelled at this poor man innocently shopping for groceries. And not only just yell, but like point and stare multiple times as he runs.
But that's not technically autism. I'm a little odd. I do know that.
So and I could be completely wrong. You could correct me on this, but I thought that was a moment of the tism, because for me, in the actual friends I have who are autistic, it's like things that they do that they just don't comprehend maybe how socially they would be analyzed. So I thought that was a good example, but maybe I'm completely wrong.
No, it could be. I mean, I don't actually really know if I have autism or not, but people tell me I have it all the time.
But you said as a kid, you had like things that you looked back upon that you thought you did.
Yeah, like, I mean, as a kid, I did really weird shit. Like, I convinced everyone in my 3rd grade that I could control the weather, and I kind of thought I could, but mainly it was just to like get special favors from them, like food, and then they would like ask me for.
So you're a manipulative 3rd grader.
It was just a little bit weird, and like I thought I could telepathically communicate with my best friend, so I just like sit there at a fence staring.
I would
out
do
into
the same
nothingness.
thing though, and we have been talking about trying telepathy.
Well,
so.
we are actually telepathic.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You have to tell Jules about the telepathy tapes.
Well, people are calling it pseudoscience now.
It is pseudoscience, but placebo effect is a real thing.
Placebo effect is real. Hypnosis is real. I'm sure there's things that if you looked 10, 20 years back would have been considered pseudoscience that are now actually real. So who knows? Okay, let's try telepathy, Andrea. I'm going to think of a number between 1 to 10. I haven't thought of it yet. And then I'm going to... Here, give me your hand. Hold
But
my
we
hand.
already did this, so we have now
we
where there's
already got it
bias
right.
because
We
we
already
have to
got it
not
right.
guess the first time.
We got it right.
Okay, I got it. I already know it.
I didn't even pick it.
I know. I already know.
I'd be really surprised.
I bet I got it.
Okay, I'm going to yell in your head. Can you listen, please?
But I already guessed what you're gonna do before you're gonna do it, so
Okay,
now I
go
can't
ahead.
change my answer. 3, 2, 1, 4.
It was 1.
Fuck. It's because I thought I knew it before.
That's what.
I
It's not
thought
telepathy because you tricked it. You're not predicting me. You need to hear what's in my head. Try again.
Okay, fine. I think my Adderall is blocking my
Okay.
telepathy.
What did you hear in your head?
Ow! You're squeezing my finger really hard and it hurts.
I'm yelling it in my head.
I'm not getting
You
it.
can hear it. Try.
You said 999 in a Hitler accent.
No, I said 6.
Yeah, okay, this isn't working.
Maybe that's what's coming up in your own head.
I think it's the Adderall. Usually, I think I'm more in tune with my thoughts, but today I just had a block. I wanted to ask your first impression on both of us. Well, this was actually Alex's question, but I liked it. And has anything changed now that
I'm
you've gotten
curious
to know
what
us?
her impression was before she knew us.
Well, I mean, literally the first time I heard of you guys was when I was interviewing you.
I just think it was very work.
And it was work. I was just
I
like, looking up. I was
think
like,
you're-
oh, that's cool.
First impression of us at chess camp. Because
Well,
chess
hers was
camp,
in
I think, is
Charlotte.
when you got to know us. Oh, right.
Like
Where?
my first real impression of you was in Charlotte because I didn't really talk too much information.
Okay, what was your impression?
Okay, let's hear it.
You have a very strong energy to you. And I've said this and I'll continue saying this. You have like a strong, I don't know if it's like a psychic energy or like some sort of energy, but you are intense. You have like
She
this
gets that
intense
literally
energy.
from everyone, which is why I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, it's like this intense energy. It's not necessarily bad, but it's like intense. You're like, whoa there, you know? And that was my impression of you. It was cool. I was like, wow, this girl's really smart. But that energy is just like so intense, you know? But like in a good way. Good intense.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm intense.
Maybe a little psychic too.
And what about Andrea?
Andrea, I was like, you know, you kind of have similar energy to me in some ways. So
I agree with that.
it was like when a doctor gives you a blood transfusion, how it looks for like blood that's like similar to your blood.
Yeah, I think when I met Jules, instantly we just clicked because I was like, I've never met someone with the same amount of ADHD weirdness as me.
Yeah.
And then we're like, we're brothers. And
Yeah.
then Alex was like, ah.
We were brothers.
I did not say that.
And you know what? I think I'm kind of like a combination of you guys in some way. But I think I have a lot of qualities that you have.
What do you
Alex.
think qualities, you
Yeah.
have from Alex and qualities you have from me?
Like the liking of alone time every now and then I get from Alex. Like we both have similar, like when we like to hang out with people and when we like to be alone.
I feel like I have that too. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit more open about when you hang out with people. Like I just kind of invade your space and you're usually okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I'm more scared to enter into Alex's territory.
I'm always nice when people enter, though.
It just, you're nice, but it doesn't feel safe in there.
And we have a little bit of the same like nerdy obsession with things. Like we get similarly, like whenever I see Alex like on her grind, like looking at her little like crypto charts or whatever, and or like poker, and she's just like so locked in, looking at her like 7 tables she's on or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like she's so locked in. Like I feel that same energy. Like I get that too with that like weird hyper obsession.
Do you think I'm just not as smart as you two?
No, I just don't think you're obsessed with. Like,
I feel like I get
random stuff.
obsessed with things like music,
Yeah,
but
it might
not
just be that
maybe
I
the
haven't
same
seen
nerdy stereotype things. But music, I get really obsessive
yeah, you don't
over.
leave
Yeah.
your room and you really like it.
But that's because I'm just doing things I like in there all day, which are the
Yeah.
things I obsess. But maybe you just don't see them. But I always wonder,
That
like,
might be it.
Alex always had this trait. Dad always had this trait. They've already always obsessed over games. You do as well, and that's a sign in really a lot of intelligent people. I have things that I obsess, but I think people maybe just don't see it. But I always wonder if that's a sign that I'm just not as intelligent because I don't have like a stereotypical nerder.
I think it's
nerding
just.
out.
I think being obsessive is a personality trait, but again, like you lock in when you're working on music and when there's things that really interest you. I think it's when certain different things get us into a state of flow.
Yeah, like we get in the flow state by games, you get into it by music. And I also think you have this like kind of creative energy and skill set that like doesn't really come from that obsessive like game kind of type mentality, which is probably
I
not-
think it's obsessive, but I think it comes out in its own ways that maybe people don't see. But anyways, okay, we could do your question now.
okay.
Okay,
Cartoons.
so if Jules was a cartoon character, what would she be like, Andrea?
What's the teacher from the Magic School Bus
Mrs.
with the orange
Fritz?
hair?
Miss
Yeah,
Fritz, yeah.
I see Miss Fritz. I like see it today. I think it's just because of her outfit and curly hair. But she's giving it because like Miss Fritz is kind of kooky, kind of crazy, kind of fun, but she's still a teacher at the end of the day, and like she keeps the kids
And everyone
together.
loves her, yeah.
And everyone loves Miss Fritz.
but more attractive than Miss Fritz.
Like
Yeah.
a hot Miss Fritz?
A hot-
like
I mean,
sexy,
Miss
bangable
Fritz was
Miss
kind of a
Fritz?
MILF.
With a lot of suitors.
Okay.
Miss Fritz probably had a lot of suitors. What made you think Miss Fritz didn't pull? She was a good looking woman.
She's young Miss Fritz with suitors, more autism, but that fun go out and grab the world vibes for sure.
Yeah, I would like to go into the human body as a small person in a like submarine and explore.
Oh yeah,
like
that is what she did.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't die in that submarine like they did when they tried it in real life.
What's Andrea's stereotype cartoon?
I feel like
I have
she
one that I
started
always
off
get.
as this cute, hyperactive chihuahua, but then someone injected her with something, so she became a human. So she still has that hyper chihuahua energy, but now she's a beautiful woman, not a chihuahua, and she's just always like.
Alex always compares me to Chihuahua, and it's not nice.
I said a beautiful woman who used to be a chihuahua.
I used to always get Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. Is her name Penelope? The girl, because I sound like her, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
chaotic and maybe looks like me. But I feel like that's the thing that I've grown out of. The Chihuahua that I've left behind.
Yeah, I'm more seeing like a golden retriever with an emo haircut.
So like a black lab.
No. Like an actual golden retriever, but with like the emo haircut.
Okay, I mean,
you know, with the,
at
like,
least he's like not like golden retriever energy
Yeah.
is basic, but at least it's a golden retriever that you would never
with
see.
dyed hair on the top of.
It's
But
the,
I'm
like,
I'm
emo
kind of
haircut.
insulted getting called a golden retriever.
With an
I feel like
emo
I don't
haircut.
give off
So
golden
now you're
retriever
happy I call you
vibes.
chihuahua.
Okay, I'd rather be a golden retriever with an emo haircut than a loud yappy chihuahua.
Chihuahuas get a lot of attention.
Not good attention.
Well, sometimes people either really love or really get annoyed by chihuahuas, and I think you're polarizing.
I think you have a certain magnetic energy that people tend to like.
No, for sure, but there's also like the haters and some incels that are like,
I
oh, I
like
can't
that
take her because she's so loud.
Jules got the fun, cool one, and I got some fucking dog. Jesus.
No, you're a mutant. You used to be a
Mutated
chihuahua. You're
dog.
not anymore. Okay, no, you're kind of like Harley Quinn. That's a good
Thank you.
one.
That's way
Yeah.
better, you bastard.
I don't know if I see it, but
well,
Yeah, I just like her
as
because she's
in-
cool looking.
she's cool. She's crazy. She has a good heart. She went through some mutation somewhere along the
Harley
line.
Quinn is good. That was
It's
like a makeup
pure
answer.
Harley Quinn, if before she got pushed into the vat of acid, she was a yappy chihuahua.
Sure, I'll
I
take
see
it.
in my head. I see the vision.
I like Harley Quinn, so I'll take it.
And
right.
she pops out of the vat and she's just like a chihuahua with the
I'll
makeup
take
on.
it. Alex. I always think young Sheldon, but that's not the answer. We always get comments that Alex looked like young Sheldon, and I didn't see it. And then I watched young Sheldon. I was like, they kind of got the same mannerisms. But like again, he's like a really lovable character. Everyone loves young Sheldon. He's really smart.
He's literally the least likable character out there.
No, young Sheldon is so
No,
he's literally, and he has so much
He
learning.
gets kicked out from his school. None of the kids like him. His
Yeah.
own brother doesn't even like him, and neither does his father.
Oh, the audience loves him.
I see handsome Squidward.
Okay, let me.
Excuse me.
Like this. Okay, do you know Squidward
I
when he
know
gets hot?
handsome Squidward.
We
I
know.
know.
Why are these all male characters?
You do give off male energy. When we asked ChatGPT to draw what we think she looks like in real life, he did make her a man.
Did he?
Because I think like you do have a lot of testosterone.
Chat knows I'm a woman.
Exactly.
But they don't make, like, if we're talking about cartoons, they don't make female cartoon characters really multifaceted.
exactly. I think it's just because you're like she said, intimidating but strong and like very smart, and you
I'm
give off
sorry,
that
young
energy.
Sheldon and handsome Squidward.
Okay, that was a brainstorm. We're not there yet.
Maybe like Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but not evil.
I haven't seen
I
Avatar.
haven't seen it either.
But Alex is just very complex because you would be a villain. No,
I gave you Harley Quinn, bro. You gave me a 12-year-old nerdy autistic boy.
I'm still thinking. Okay, like you on the outside, you are the sexy. What's the one from Kim
Handsome
Possible?
Squidward.
Shygo.
On the
I'm not-
outside, you're
again-
Shygo, but on the inside, you're little Sheldon.
No.
It's
like if a crypto bro turned into a woman.
are you saying Sheldon is?
This is just getting worse, guys.
No, there's no stereotype for you.
What
You're your
about-
own person.
like a Steve Jobs character, like a Silicon Valley, but a sexy woman. There's just the truth is there's not sexy
yeah.
If
women
you
who play
compare
these
me to the
roles.
Theranos founder, I'm leaving right now.
I was not going to.
Oh, yeah, that woman who committed all the crime. But no, she's not cool. The truth is, women don't play these characters. That's
They
why it's
don't.
hard to think. Whenever I think like a Steve Jobs type nerdy energy or young Sheldon, it's like there's not really a lot of hot women who play these roles. So I actually think you should be the most flattered out of all of us that we can't put you in a box. I think that's
true.
the best compliment you can ever get.
This is a horrible cop-out.
Remember when we had that realization at Burning Man that we're witches and we were going to do what witches do and live like the witches, and then I bought us
I
wizard
mean, a lot of things
costumes.
happen at Burning Man, but yeah.
Yeah, but that was the most special moment to me because I really liked the idea of us being witches and nothing ever happened.
Well, it takes a while.
Exactly. So I feel like we should be practicing our sorcery.
We could meditate.
I mean, I think modern witchcraft is really just being in tune with yourself and understanding your internal compass.
I agree. Which, I mean, in a form, meditation helps with that.
Yeah.
Trying to think like a good activity that we could all do, but I don't see us
Group
meditating.
meditation.
Oh my God. Can we try astral projecting?
Yes.
Thank
That's
you.
basically meditation anyway.
Well, it's
Explain.
Okay, so at some point the CIA was actually doing tests on astral projecting, and it's the idea that you can get into this meditative state, and they also released music around it, like certain frequencies that help you get into it. And it says that they were trying to get it like either to spy on their enemies, or they would try to astral project onto Mars and see like what had happened with civilizations. So basically trying to get your soul to leave the body and go somewhere else. And Anyway, like all of this is public information now. You probably can't do it. I was afraid to do it alone because, like, well, shit, what if I do astral project? That's gonna
But
be
your
really
soul
scary.
leaves your body how?
Yeah, and there's you have to be careful because there's stuff that
Wait,
can
sorry,
get
how
you.
is your soul leaving your body?
So I
zoned
mean,
out
you're
for a
supposed to have
second.
an outer body experience, and your soul can go somewhere else while your body is still
and how do you
there.
achieve that state? How
So
do you
like you're
get
supposed
there?
to be very close to meditating, which is why they have
okay.
this, and then you're supposed to picture your soul coming out of your body, and there's a
I've
technique to
seen
it.
this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then imagine like where you're trying to astral project into, and like imagine that place.
Oh, and
really
people
well.
think it's real and they actually enter somewhere
Well,
else.
I mean, it was interesting enough that the CIA conducted experiments on it. So,
like, where would you want to insert ourselves?
well, I mean, like, if we're training astral projection, maybe you're just trying to astral project into another room first.
Or like just
And
seeing
what do you
yourself,
do
just
once you
getting
enter
above-
that room? It's like, great, I crossed my
Well,
kitchen.
Well, it would be
I mean, if you're
amazing.
able to do it, then you're like, shit, where else can I project into?
Yeah.
I guess this is a skill we could work on.
we could.
We could harness this.
Worst comes to worst, we could get really good at lucid dreaming, and then we could dream
Yeah,
up
this
some
kinda
like
sounds
I
like lucid
already
dreaming.
lucid dream. This morning I was dreaming. I was like, oh shit, my alarm is probably going off. It's
Oh,
around
I hate
this
lucid
time.
dreaming.
Oh, what?
I don't enjoy. You enjoy lucid dreaming?
Yes, because then you have like great times with hot people. It's like
Oh, I don't.
fun.
For me, it's usually just anxiety scenarios. There's just like things I can't escape that I'm aware that it's a dream that I'm stuck in. Yeah, I guess I
doesn't
don't
have
have
to be,
good
like,
lucid dreams. I have bad lucid dreams, so maybe that's why yours are more fun.
Well, that doesn't sound like they're lucid if
Yeah.
you're not controlling.
But it's like
them.
is that what a lucid dream is?
Well, I
I thought a
guess-
lucid dream is kind of when you're aware you're in a dream.
I guess if
and
you're-
things are happening,
If
and you
you're
can.
if you're aware you're in your dream,
I have
and
some
you're
level of
somewhat
control
controlling.
because, like, eventually I would have a lot of nightmares that are lucid dreams that I get myself out of by telling yourself, "Wake up, wake up, wake up," and eventually I can force myself to move my body, but it takes a lot of time. And until then, I'm going through the same. Like, I'd have one dream where I'd be going through the same cycle, getting murdered over and over, and I was like, I don't want to have this dream anymore. I know I'm dreaming. I know this isn't reality, but I couldn't get myself to wake up.
It's like our friend Lucy who said that she used to only need like 4 to 6 hours of sleep per night, and this was
Probably
not a lot.
related, honestly.
But then she said she could also lucid dream and work during her sleep. So like
That's fucking
literally
crazy.
the most productive
wild.
person
I
I've ever
started
met.
doing that's when it got really bad. I would start working in my dreams, and then it's like I'm sleeping, but I don't even feel well rested. Like I'd actually be like solving things in my sleep and like brainstorming
Well,
ideas
you're
and
probably
coming
doing
up
that
with
anyway
stuff.
and just forgetting it.
No, I agree. I think I actually do it a lot more than I realized because when I started waking up from my
We
sleep,
should start
I'd
doing a
realize I'm
dream
doing it more
journal.
often.
Write it down so you don't
I
Dream
forget.
journals
was,
would
yeah.
make you remember your dreams perfectly.
I thought about it, but it was like I don't really want to come back. It's like I'm aware of the thought that I actually do work in my dream, and it was crazy. But it's like it's not like I'm going to come back to that and build anything effective from that. It's not like I'm going to build on that idea.
But
don't
it just
know.
makes your dreams more vivid and like it
Maybe
makes
I
you
guess you could
remember
get
them
better
more.
at it. But like, what's the
Yeah.
benefit of writing them? It's like, what are you trying to do? Improve
To
your
see if
how you
there's
dream?
patterns in your subconsciousness,
You'll just
and if
remember
there's a
them more.
larger meaning. And then
Maybe
remember.
there's a I guess I haven't thought
Like
of
literally, if
searching
you do a
that.
dream journal for a week, you'll remember your dreams like 10 times better than you would
Yeah.
normally, and they'll be more vivid.
Just my question is like, what if I don't want to remember them? What if it's not something that I should bring more attention to?
I had a dream and I found Squeak and I was like, oh, this is probably a
sorry.
dream. And then I
Yeah.
woke up.
I miss him.
I know we all
It's a
miss
sad
him.
time in the household. Yeah, that does happen like after relationships or with
course.
when you like have a dream and then you're back together with
Of
them
course.
or like you find them or
Yeah.
whatever, you're like darn,
Yeah.
it's tough out here.
Has anything I asked you this, I remember 2 weeks after you lived in LA, but now you've been in LA a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything changed since you've moved in with us?
Oh, about like my life?
Anything, your perspective on things, good, for the better. Obviously, like maybe quality of life has improved because you have the best roommates ever and you love
That's
where you
true.
live, but aside from a just better quality of life.
Well, it's really nice having friends, personally. So that's changed.
That's true. We do have one more friend.
I like having friends.
But anything, okay, we had this.
But like you asked about my love life, if it gone better since LA, and the answer is still no. It has not gone better since LA.
Well, you became single with somebody who it was probably not going to work out with. It would have likely been harder for you to go to that breakup if you were not in LA because it helps to be somewhere further.
That's true. That's true. It was one of the reasons. And you know, now I have my girls, and we have no love life. It's just 3 single women.
Well,
Sad.
you do have the chess player who lived in the closet.
Yeah, we
And
bring
Andrea
in people. We bring in
always-
closet people every now and then.
Has suitors ready
I
and
don't always
willing.
have suitors.
We should have like
I
a
wanted to
specific
tell-
closet for our suitors.
I wanted to tell the closet story, but I didn't know if that would make it, but I thought it was the funniest shit ever. So the holidays just passed, and for Christmas, New Year's, we had a lot of guests. my parents were staying at the house, so we didn't have a guest bedroom. And Jules had a man friend visiting, and we had no space for him to sleep because Jules was sharing a bed with me. So he slept in Alex's closet, and it's a roomy closet. It might sound small. It's a closet is bigger than her bedroom. That's why she has 2 rooms. And we all went out on New Year's Eve. We brought the guy with us, and he left early. And I was wondering when he got home if anyone put the air mattress, or if he was just going to sleep on the carpet. And the guy came home to go to bed, and he had nothing. Nothing was set up. Thank God my dad was home, because my dad went and set up the air mattress. But I was just like, imagine being hot enough that you can invite a guy, first of all, make him sleep in the closet. Second of all, not even build him an inflatable mattress before you send him home while you're still at a party.
Look, I thought
That
the mattress had
behavior
been
was
set
unacceptable.
Up. I thought the mattress had been set up.
By who?
By who?
A ghost? Who said he's your guest?
Well, okay, I wasn't thinking that far ahead on that one.
But like, we left the house and you knew there was no bed. So what did you think was gonna happen when he came home?
I thought I would come home with him technically.
And then you were gonna build the
He
mattress?
went home before like he went before.
You really
before
thought he was
midnight.
gonna last that long at the
He
party?
didn't even make it to midnight on New Year's.
I don't think so.
No, he spent. And then he came home and he told my parents he was really happy to be home, and he ate his mandarins and his bread, and he was very happy.
He was very satisfied. He had no qualms.
I just
it was
thought,
a nice
like-
night for the poor man.
He's like that meme with the sister and her brother where she goes, he suffers from autism. And he goes, I don't suffer. I just
enjoy
have
True,
it.
I love that.
We like walked in today on him like looking at like antique models of ships.
It
and
was
the
a
different specs of
velocity
each.
equation of like a
Battleships.
video game.
I think it was actual battleships.
Oh, okay.
Like ancient
Yeah, and
battleships.
what was his quote? He was like, "You like to scroll through TikTok, and I like my daily dose of numbers." And I was like, "Damn, that was good."
I mean,
I know. I generally
friends-
like having him in the house.
He's nice.
Because he's a
Nice
man of
dude.
class.
He's a man of class.
But my question,
He's the first guest we've had in a while. It was like, thank you for letting me stay at your home. Let me know if you need
he does.
anything.
He has nice manners.
yeah, he does. And he brings his own stuff.
He did bring his own snacks. He brought his own
Yeah.
mandarins.
He
brought
was
his
really
own cup.
upset when somebody opened the mandarins. It was my mom.
Oh, so he brought his healthy snacks, which was mandarins and green apples. And Mom bit into one of his green apples, and I watched him come to the kitchen, see the apple, and he's like, "Who committed this crime?" I was like, "I'm not gonna. Snitches get stitches." But like, dude, the amount of quotes I've heard from him that I think is so fucking funny. Like, it's hilarious. How you guys have sexual attractions for each other? That's something I don't
It's
explore.
like two robots. Like
Because that's what really fascinates
Because
me.
they
is,
play
like, the-
chess and that gets Jules
yeah,
going.
that gets at chess.
I
chess is
get.
like a-
I guess that's like really all you need,
all you need is
which
chess.
is fascinating.
Well, Andrea, if somebody's helping you with music, you'd be attracted to them too, especially if
true.
like they're physically attractive.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
and
I
he's
agree.
a
It's a
cute
common
dude.
interest.
Yeah.
No, I agree. No, I just think it's really fascinating.
I would love a chess romance, just not with a chess player.
Wait, but then how would you get that?
In a perfect world, they can beat me at chess, but also they're not a chess player, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you just find a man of many skills
Who's just like very
not a chess
talented at
Yeah. What if they're like a 1,000, but you
Peeled.
play blindfolded and you have fun because it's competitive?
It's not the same.
No, you need like a master who is just like casually good at chess, but then like is not in the chess world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although then I'd maybe be offended.
Why? They're not in the chess world?
And he's still beating me? What?
Well, if he's like a former master or something, they still got a little something.
Okay, ladies, could you be truly attracted to a man who is less intelligent than you?
Well, it's hard to define. Is he like clear? Like, define less intelligent? Because like
Not-
social
not-
intelligence
not
or
in the-
job wise or
like you just know.
oh. I just don't think we would hit it off. Like, I don't see us spending quality time together and me being entertained. So, like, it's just not going to work out. It's
What
not
about
like,
same level of intelligence?
well, I know I would like to have someone smarter than me, but same level I think could work out. There's no reason it couldn't.
Yeah, no.
It has to be smarter than
Yeah,
you.
because that's like the primary attractor for me.
I guess for me it's hard because when I think smarter than me, it's like it could be in different ways, but we could still be equally smart. So it's like there could be a couple of things that they're way better at that it's a skill that I have never built. So I could still learn a lot of things from them, but it's not like they just have to be like a super giga chad autism nerd like your men.
Like our men, yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I think it's okay if I'm smarter than him at some things and he's smarter than me at other things.
Right back at you, sister.
Historically, no, but hey, I'm trying to change.
We're all for that. This is the year of change, ladies. This is a good year for us.
I hope it's going to be a good year.
We've left all our bad in the past in 2024. Not
We need to do another saging.
And again, it doesn't have to be in all the ways. It just has to be in several ways.
I think like when I in the past have tried to see men who I could tell were not there, and like I'd keep pushing, you get really frustrated, but that's why dumber than me would never ever work, because I need someone who at least thinks about like life issues to a deeper level, but I don't think they have to be significantly more intelligent than me, which is what I think you two ladies like.
Look, I'm not going to deny that I like that.
Which is okay.
Intelligence is hot. What
I
can
think
I say?
otherwise I just get a little intimidated. Like for me, it's, I don't know, when I did see someone really, really intelligent, literally, okay, I mean, book level, like Stanford student, wants to do great things.
He
and-
was really nice.
Yeah, I just
was
didn't feel like
rooting
I
for him.
connected with him on all the other
I
things
was
that
so
I was interested
excited
in.
to have that be your boyfriend.
I know, I don't feel like
It's
they,
like the male version of Alex
yeah,
here.
but like they didn't have my sense of humor. They didn't have like my creativity. They didn't have they had other hobbies, but like I couldn't really talk in depth about other things outside of like, I would say the more nerdy topics. So it was just hard for me to connect with them. Well, this was our first roomy episode with Jules. Let us know if you want more, and let us know what type of questions you guys want us to ask in the future.
And we're probably not going to listen because this was completely unhinged, but I will read the comments.
I like the unhinged.
Yeah.
I liked this.
I'm Jules.